Structure of neuron. Neuron consists of three parts: the cyton, dendrites, and axon. When we look into a neuron, it consists of a central body called cyton or pericardia or cell body. Cyton consists of cytoplasm, which surrounds the single large nucleus, and cell organelles like Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, etc. There are groups of ribosomes made up of RNA and proteins. These substances are granular and are called as Nissl granules or tigroid bodies. These Nissl granules are thought to supply energy to the neurons. Dendrites. These dendrites, ranging from 1 to several thousands in number, arise from cell body and cyton. These dendrites are branched nerve fibers which receive the information from other neurons and hence are called as efferent nerve fibers. They receive the information from other neurons and carry it to the cyton or cell body. These dendrites do not have Nissl granules. Axon. Axon is an elongated nerve fiber arising from cell body. Unlike dendrites, axons are very long. It divides at its terminal as teledendrites or as nerve terminals. Each nerve terminal makes contact with the dendrites or cell body of other neurons. Some of these nerve terminals may end at the surface of cells of effector organs like muscle cells. Hence, these axons are known as efferent nerve fibers. There is a microscopic space between the teledendrites of axon and dendrites of another neuron or membrane of muscle cells called as synapses. In some neurons, axons are covered by lipoid sheath called myelin sheath. This acts as an insulator and prevents loss of information from axon to the surroundings. At regular intervals, myelin sheath is absent, forming gaps over the surface of axon called nodes of Ranvier. The axon with myelin sheath is called as myelinated neuron, and those which do not have are called as non-myelinated neurons. Myelinated neurons conduct impulses much faster than non-myelinated nerve fibers or axon, as myelin sheath prevents leakage of electric currents from axons. The axon of dendrites carry impulses to the cyton. The axons carry the impulses away from the cyton. The neuron that has only a single dendrite is called unipolar neuron. Bipolar neurons have two dendrites. Multipolar neurons have many dendrites. Nerve cells unite to form nerves. All such axons of the neurons are enclosed in a connective tissue layer called perineurium and form a nerve bundle. Such nerve bundles are covered and held together by another connective tissue layer called epineuron, and these perineuron and epineuron together form nerves. There are three types of nerves depending upon the pattern of conduction of nerve impulses. Motor nerves or efferent nerves, which carry impulses from brain or spinal cord to effector organ, that is the muscles, are called motor nerves. Sensory nerves or efferent nerves. These nerves carry information from the receptors of sense organs like eye, ear to brain or spinal cord. Mixed nerves. These nerves carry information in both directions, that is, from sense organs to brain and from brain to effector organs or sense organs. How do these three types of nerves carry information? when a stimulus is given to the nerve cell, electric potential about 55 millivolts is generated. This is called as action potential or nerve impulse. This nerve impulse passes all along the length of axon till it reaches telodendrites, and from telodendrites it passes to dendrite or other neuron or to the muscle cell through synapse by releasing neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters released into synapse stimulate other neurons.
Nerve cells can divide only during the embryonic stage of an organism. Later, during the growth of an organism, nerve cells cannot divide, but they can only grow in size. After birth, the nerve cells do not divide to increase in size because they do not have the centrioles. The number of nerve cells would be constant throughout the lifetime. There will be no replacement of old or injured neurons. This is the reason why when a person meets with an accident and when his nervous system is damaged, he cannot restore his nervous system again.
In case of polio affected person, the motor nerves get destroyed by a virus called poliomyelitis. So muscles which are innerved by these motor nerves will not get nerve impulses from brain. As a result, these muscles do not get stimulated and are contracted permanently throughout their life. This is the reason the polio infected children become disabled throughout their life.